Hey, Sammy. Star, Melody J. Hi, Beady Eye Beth. Can y'all hear me? Bueller, Bueller. Yes, it is. It is, Sammy. Can you hear me okay? Yes, okay, thanks. Hi, Be Bright. Hi, Kat. Hi, Julie. Happy wonderful Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna work on. I started her. This morning. I got the hair blacked in, and her shirt blacked in here, and I set this up for a thumbnail, and her shirt pinked in, and I started doing some highlights on her face. That's as far as I got. I wanted to get at least started before coming on, so we'd be a little bit ahead because it's hard to get one of these done in 3 hours. See, shows how amazing you are. Could tell straight away. Oh, thanks, Sammy. And I don't. Well, I won't say it because I'm not sure if it's a secret. So, hi, Holly D. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Pamela. Anybody else I missed? Hi, AJ. So yeah. I just put all this around, like I said, for a pretty thumbnail. I'm going to move it all in a minute. Kenny. Hey, Kenny. Hi, Kimberly 557. So, hi, Ashley. So, if you're just joining us for the first time or watching the recording for the first time, I come on early. I usually come on, sometime between 8:30 and 9, Monday and Wednesday, Eastern time, and just say good morning to everybody. So you can just fast forward it if, you don't want to listen to us, or sometime come and join the live chat because it's fun. It's fun. Good, Kenny. We're gonna give it a go. So we'll see. So I got my pencils and my pastels out. So we'll see. Remember now, pastels. Although I've probably done maybe 10 or 15 things with the pan pastels, maybe 20. I'm not sure. I never counted. They're still new to me. Pen pastels are new to me, and I'm trying to, like, I don't want to say master them, but I want to get good at them, So, and I always use pencils along with it for the tiny details because, no matter how pointy these are, it's still not very easy to get like an eye or something with. I know there's people that do it. But I do a combination of pastel and pencil. Hi, Kim L, and Kimberly 557. Melody J, Lisa. Who else am I missing? How you doing, Julie T, Julie Topaz? Hi, Ian. Barbara. And if Darla Kingor comes in, see her. I need her address because you probably weren't here Monday that early. What happened was I came on at 7:30 instead of 8:30 because I forgot to change the clock in my studio. So I came on an hour early. And so I did a little quick giveaway. I was only on for 10 or 15 minutes, and I just got rid of that video because it was not, other than the giveaway, I didn't do anything because I lost the sound in my video. So I just left and started a new one at 8:30. But anyway, Darla won this in a giveaway on Monday, and she has not sent me her address. I might have it somewhere, but if I do, it might be old. That's why I always ask people to send me their addresses right away because people move and they don't think to tell me that they moved unless they want something. Then I need to know. So I need to get her address. Hi, Jo Beth, Joey, Louise, Anne. Trying to catch chat. Tez. Catch everybody as they come in. Don't forget, guys, click live chat at the top. Not top chat, live chat if you want to see all that. And it is the first Wednesday of the month. So as long as my mods are up for it, we'll, for herding cats, we'll do a giveaway because it's the first Wednesday. I did that other one just because some people came on early, and I was kind of like, "Oh, thank you for coming on early," when I didn't even know. Oh, the awesome. Oh, good. Oh, okay, good. It's just kind of cut out of the scroll. I don't know if she just wants to put it on a piece of black paper, just mounted on a piece of black square paper. I don't know. But anyway, I thought she should have it since I gave her a print of it some years ago. Hi, little sister, Teresa, Debbie the Doodler. Hey, APG Jamie. How you doing, y'all? Oh my gosh. Let's see. So anyway, yeah. So it's the first Wednesday of the month. So we'll be doing a book giveaway. I still have, I don't know, three or four different books left from Faithful Mess when she sent me a stash of color books to give away. So and I'll let whoever wins pick the one they want of the ones we have left. Hey, Gars. Mixed bag. I don't think I've been to your channel. I'll have to go find your channel later. Hi, Elaine. Elaine, did you get your Poe? Did you get your Poe print? Let's see. I got a whole bunch of stuff going out this week. So, but I streamed Monday, I streamed today. I had a doctor appointment yesterday. So it's just been, I have not had a chance to get to the post office this week. So I got some stuff to mail out. So, hi, Shauna. Let's see what else we got going on here. So happy hump day, everybody. I got my juice and some kind of lukewarm coffee. Hi, Pacola. Good juice. I drink cranberry juice. Yeah, it goes pretty fast, Debbie. So put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys. I mean, I still catch some when I'm sitting here staring at the chat, but when I'm working, I glance over. I'm glancing back and forth between this and that and this and that. So if it's in caps, I'm more likely to see it. I won't think you're yelling at me. Stanky, yeah. Well, it wasn't a troll, was he or she, Jennifer? I don't know because I didn't see if it was a troll or not, but I love that name. Not a troll. Okay. They didn't troll while I was looking. Yeah. They didn't troll while I was looking. So, oh, okay. Thanks, Pacola. It was so funny. It made me giggle every time I saw it. Some names are just so fun, Hi, Elaine. Hi, Terry Al. Allie's Happy Meal came, giving it to her tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, I think I put two of everything in there, Terry. I doubled everything so she can give it to her friend that watches too. So, yeah. So there should be two of everything in there. If she wants to share, So, just a newbie. Okay. Thanks, Julie. It was funny. Oh, you're welcome. I thought, gotta support those young people watching our shows. This is Kenny's granddaughter. I did a portrait of her I don't know, how many years ago was it, Kenny? Maybe 3 years. I'll show you the old one. And her granddaughter's grown up so much. So I'm just going to do her another. I thought it'd be something to do on the show. Yeah. I like to do that every now and then, guys. And, nobody get upset when I do one person's and not another's, or somebody's pet and not another's. I just pick it by what I'm inspired to do. I mean, I can draw any of them, but I just pick who I think is a cute puppy or a cute cat or a cute child, And let me see if I can find Kenny's. I don't know how far back it was. I don't know if I can find it right off the bat because it's pretty far back. I'll try to scroll and see. So anyway, so I just try to do some on the show every now and then, a pet or a person. I'm looking, Kenny. I'll try to watch chat and scroll here for a minute because it was kind of far back, so I'm not sure How far back? I've got over 4,000 pictures on my phone. Yeah, I know. I try, Kim, but hi, Melody. Hi, Melody. And Melody hasn't been feeling well, so hopefully she's on the mend. Okay, so here's her. This is her granddaughter some years ago. Well, it was 2017. So that's Kenny's granddaughter in 2017. And so you can see she's gotten a lot older. So well, here, I'll show you the picture I'm going to go off of here. So this is her now. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Isn't she adorbs? So yeah, so I have her, sketched out, and like I said, I used acrylic paint for the base of the hair, and we'll do the curls and everything on top. Same thing for her clothes. And then I started putting a little pan pastel highlights on her face. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me take another picture of this so it's closer up front. So if I need to show it again, yeah. So anyway, I know. And then I have another commission I've got to get done. And what else? I think that's it for the week. I've just been busy this week. So, and then and then Monday I had my bathroom floor, one of the bathroom floors redone. So it's been busy, and we're trying to get everything ready because mom's coming for like a couple of weeks in December. And of course I'm going to have people, we'll do Thanksgiving stuff and all that holiday stuff. So, hi Gail. Hi Kathy G. Let's see. There's Darla. Darla, email me your address so I can send you out your book. The book you won. Send me your email. I mean, your snail mail, so I can mail that to you this week. Here's my email again. Okay. So, yeah, I want to get that out to you. Yeah, I didn't get it. I checked my spam folder too. I didn't get it. So, yeah, because I want to get that out to you this week. Thank you, Darla. Oh, you got your book? Okay, you're welcome, Gail. Don't y'all love it when we do giveaways? And we're going to do one today because it's the first Wednesday of the month. And before she gets here, I'm going to tell y'all, don't forget on the 14th, I hope I got that right. The 14th is Janet's birthday. So y'all make sure and tell Janet happy birthday on the 14th. So just a shh, FYI. And dare I say that Julie Topaz's is at the end of the month? So anyway, yeah, Janet's the next one coming up. And I do miss them every now and then because I don't send out the cards to everybody like I used to. When it got to, I think it was, I don't know, at some point over 100. It got way over 100, and I said, I just can't do this anymore. I think it got close to 200 before I stopped. So I'm not a member of the BAM club. We'll put it that way. Where's Jean? Okay, Kim. You celebrate every day, Olivia. So yeah, I know, but we still like to say happy birthday. So yeah. A lot of people you can see it on pops up on the Facebook or on on Twitter. It has little balloons and things like that. You can catch people's birthday like that. But Janet's like me. We celebrate the whole month. So if you want to tell her happy birthday month when she comes in, feel free. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we could get started. Let me go ahead and kind of just get all the pastels out here. I picked out what colors I think I'm gonna, I might need, and some tools, and then my pencils here. I'm just gonna move all the pencils off here because they're gonna roll if I don't. And then I have my sponges to blend on. And oh, I need a paper towel and a baby wipe to keep my hands clean. Let's get some paper towels to clean the tool. And a baby wipe to clean my hands. So to clean these tools, all you have to do is just wipe them on a paper towel. I've never washed them or anything. So yeah, and then I blend on a sponge. All right, let's see. I think I might need to let's tilt the camera down just a little, and I will zoom in. People like to see all the colors I use, and I don't. I can tell you the colors I pulled, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to use them all. And then I get people. Let me just say right off the bat, I get people saying, "What color?" Let's just say, "What color did you use on her?" I can't. Maybe they might ask on the skin. Well, it could be all of these because I blend it on a sponge. Okay, I have 2 sponges here. I blend them on the sponges. So it could be a combination of this, and that, or this and that. So, I can tell you the colors I pull, but I can't tell you exact colors I'm using at any given moment. Okay. Let's see. Suze, Shauna, Jennifer. Okay, we'll keep it on mute, Jennifer. Just keep it on mute. So anyway, and when I'm reading them to you, I want to make sure I don't turn them over on top of because it, if there's any little flakes, they'll fall onto the thing. So let's see. I think I said hi to Suze. I know I'm probably missing some people. Okay, so let me tell you the colors I got here. Phthalo blue tint, Payne's gray, neutral gray shade, black, white. Is it just called white? Titanium white. Permanent red tint, magenta tint, magenta, burnt sienna tint, burnt sienna, red iron oxide shade, red iron oxide extra dark, and burnt sienna shade. So those are the colors that I pulled. Okay. And they don't really make much of a mess, but I don't want anything on here, And of course, you can erase it up until when you, if you fixative it, you can use a kneaded eraser. You can use electric eraser. You can use any kind of an eraser to get rid of stuff. Now, I did start out, I'll say it again. This is black acrylic paint, pink acrylic paint, black acrylic paint. So I have a base of, sometimes I'll do that on hair and clothes as a base. It just makes it faster, just like pan pastels, getting that base on the skin makes it faster before you use pencil. So, yeah, we're going to see if we can get this done. Get her done. So, hi, Cass, Kathy, Lulu. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing people. And see, I won't say because, I won't say. And then I got pencils. These are all the pencils that I pulled too. And I might need more, but I just pulled the ones that I think I may need. So I pulled all these pencils, which is pretty much all the same colors as I got here. Okay. They're pretty much all the same colors. But then I can get detail, the hairs on the eyebrow, the little curls coming down on top of her clothes, the eyes, things like that. So let me go ahead and I'll zoom in a little more. Let's see here. If I zoom in too much, we're going to it'll get fuzzy. I think that's good right there, though. I think we're good right there. So we'll just keep it there. So yeah. Hi, Kathy G. Who else might be missing? All right. So if I miss saying hi to you, I didn't mean to miss you. Make sure you click live chat at the top if you want to see the whole chat, especially, hi, Iffy. Especially when we do a giveaway, you want to make sure you have live chat selected. Otherwise, you won't see all the chat. Okay. All right. So let's see. let's see what we're going to go from here. Let's turn on our picture here. Let me show you the picture again one more time. This is the picture I'm working from. It's on my iPad, just sitting right here in front of me. And so, yeah. And it's Kenny's granddaughter, who I showed you a minute ago. If you just came in, I'll show you the first one I had done of her granddaughter. This is the one I did of her granddaughter, 2017. 2017. Now, this is all I was going to say it's all pencil, but there's acrylic paint on the base of her hair, and then I did the curls on top. But there's no pan pastel in this one. This is all pencil. I didn't have pan pastels, I don't think, when I did this one. Well, I didn't do any pan pastel on this, but I don't know if I had them by then. I don't think I did. So, so yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go back to the white again and get the highlights picked. I mean, I started getting some, but let's just make sure. And you do kind of lose the highlights as you go with pastel. Let's see. Can y'all see okay? Let me know if I get out of camera. When you do your highlights in pan pastel, they kind of can get knocked away, when you're doing other things or if your hand touches it or anything. So you might want to, continuously watch those highlights when you're using the pan pastels. But so I'm just kind of picking out, I'm just looking at the picture and picking out the highlights. Okay. And Kathy, and speaking of drawing and stuff like that, Kathy Arbor is here. She is doing a drawing class every Thursday, every Thursday at 1 Eastern. So if you want some drawing tips and techniques, go watch Kathy Arbor. She's here, so you just follow her on her channel. So yeah, I'm just making sure like her cheek, nice and bright cheek there. And it'll all get blended out some. But it doesn't matter if you have dark skin, you still have highlights. So, and her skin's fairly light anyway. Her skin's fairly light. But even on really, darker skin, you're still going to have highlights. So don't think that don't start with getting it too dark at the get-go. At the get-go. Who made that word up? All right, so we got a highlight going there. So, hi, Heya, hi, Heya. Kim, let's see, Shelly. Hi, Janet. Hi, Janet. I already told the girls to say something to you. Let's see. Who else? Hi, Judy. Did Paula come in? I didn't see. Is Paula here? I see Julie saying hi to Paula. I didn't see her come in. Hi, CBC Heather. Hi, Paula, if you came in. Yeah. Happy birthday month, Janet. Joe Beth said it first. All right, so let's see where I want to head next. Okay. Sorry, let me get a sip of juice. Hi, CB. Hi, Paula. So again, and I'm going to be concentrating quite a bit. I'll glance over and look for things in caps, but I'm probably going to miss some. So, yeah. Hi, Mark. And we will be doing a giveaway, probably about 10. Well, let's see if we can get up to 100 likes. I mean, there's not that many people here yet. Monday's our busiest day. But the first Wednesday of the month, I do a book giveaway, regardless of if we've done others during the month. I think let's go ahead and get inside of her eyes. Let's start on her eyes. Now, one of the things that I do a lot of in the eyes is with pencil because it's so tiny, right? So tiny. So let me just go ahead and get her eyes. But a lot of people kind of get a little freaked out when there's no pupils in the portrait for a while. So we're going to go ahead and get our pupils. We're going to get her eyes in so she'll start to look like her. Okay. So we'll just start blocking it in. And her eyes are very dark brown. Let's go ahead and get her pupils. Oh, wait. One other thing I want to do. Let me go ahead and find, and I'll do this again. I'm going to go ahead and put the highlights on where her highlights are going to go on her eyes. And I'll probably go back over them, because one of the things with the pan pastel, the pan pastel, is you're going to get dust, a little bit of dust. And so if I have a highlight in the eye, for example, let me sharpen this a little more. You might get some pan pastel over that and it might lose its brightness. So I'm going to go ahead and start working in her eyes here. So if y'all are just joining us, this is Kenny's granddaughter. This is a second portrait I've done of her. Did one a couple, and of course, kids, when they grow up, as they're growing up, they totally change. I mean, you can still recognize them, don't get me wrong, but they are very, they change so, often. All right, let's get a nice pupil here. And she has some nice eyelashes. We'll get to those after a while. Remember, put it in caps if you're talking to me. Whoops, I snapped that point. I have a nice sharp point. Let me get it back again. There we go. Can't push too hard, you'll snap the point. So what's everybody else working on? Jean has been, I've seen a few tweets from Jean that she's working on the New Year's Eve streamathon list. So if you want to stream on New Year's, I don't know how many openings she's got left, but we stream around the world for 23 hours, I think it is. Do you ever use air to blow away a snap? I just go. Oh man, y'all have a fit if I had a can of air come out and go honk. I know. There's those air cans that you clean out your, keyboards and stuff with. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Judy's been working on crochet, chainmail, and ornaments. Yeah, it's good. Oh, okay. Little sister is gluing in America book. Oh, speaking of, before Oak Island came on last night was the premiere, and they had a 2-hour premiere. Oak Island. Let's see that. I want to just make that a little tinier. That little right there. Before it came on last night, I was flipping through YouTube, and Colleen, Beth, and Kathy Berg were working on some the collage, in the America book. And I saw Colleen. First off, she did a snow. I called it a snowcano. She had snow coming out of a volcano. Now, I didn't talk in chat. I was already signed off the computer. I was just on the iPad, so I didn't chat or anything, but I did tweet. And I said, Colleen, you're doing a snowcano. And let me show you the picture. Let me see. Let me go to Instagram. Wait. Let's see. She posted it on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. And Scrap Chick. Scrap Chick, where are you? There she is. And then she had from far away, I couldn't tell. She didn't zoom up on it. Now that she did a zoom up, Okay, so she did a zoom up, but I said, Colleen, what is that cowboy and snowman doing? Because I saw from like here. I saw from way back here. It was real tiny. And I said, what are those snowmen? So this is part of it. Here's the other. Whoops, let's see. I don't think she has a picture of the full thing. Oh, there's Devin Rex. She has a nice one too. Let me go back to Colleen here. Just cracked me up. So I asked her, but then here's the other half. So this is one half. Well, no, down here. All right, so there you can see the cowboy and snowman here. And then up here she's got a Santa and a horse. But over on, oh, here it is. So before she put this door on here, I mean, you can still see the snow Kato in there. But it was real obvious at first. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks, Lulu. Well, we like to have fun here. Why not? Right? Right? Why not? Okay, so so I just had to stop and share that because it was funny last night. So I did watch the premiere of it's season 7 of Oak Island. And okay, so y'all know also I always put some blue in the shadow, and there usually is. If you look real close at people's eyes, you'll see a blue shadow. It's not always blue depending on the light, but most of the time it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put the little bit of blue shadow in the white of the eye, and I usually put a little on top too, but I'm not going to do that yet because I still have the skin color to put in there. All right, so now let me get my brown. And then she has a nice little highlight of kind of it could be a little bit of a blue, little shine of blue in there too. You can just put a little bit of sienna just to make that brown kind of pop out a little bit. All right, let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's go back to the black and let's just kind of get a little bit more of her eye shape right. Nice black lashes. Which she doesn't have she has a few flicks of lashes. But she's not wearing any makeup or anything. So I'll put those couple of little flicks after I get the what do you call it done, her skin. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go back to nice highlight, just a tiny one there. So just get our eyes started. Okay. All right, I don't see anything in caps, so y'all be nice to the mods and they'll be nice to you. All right, so let's see. I think with the white pencil, I'm also going to kind of just put in her teeth. And her 2 front teeth are showing up in there. And then she has a couple, she's at that stage where her permanent teeth are just look like they're just coming in. So we'll just get those kind of blocked in. All right, so now let's see. Let's go ahead and start putting in some color. I'm going to start slow because y'all know pan pastels are new to me. All right, so let's start with a little bit of and again, let me turn it over here. Burnt sienna. So I'm going to start with a little burnt sienna, and I'm going to use my sponge over here to blend a little burnt sienna and a little bit of red iron oxide shade. Okay, these two colors. So I'm going to put them both on the sponge, and then I can kind of blend and use them both. If they start getting a little dark, then I'll go and lighten it up with some other colors. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. That's what I do when I tell myself, just take your time. Take your time. And then up in here, you see her scalp. That's why I didn't paint this all in, because her scalp is showing right in here. And then she just has a few little curls like coming over. There's a shadow right under. And then she's going to have a curl coming down, but there's also a shadow on her face. There's a shadow on her face where the curl is not touching her face, right? So there's a little bit of a shadow there. All right. And in a couple of minutes, after I start basting this in, I'm going to turn it upside down, make sure I have all the proportions and everything right. You turn it upside down, and you can see immediately. You can see immediately where you've made got something off when you turn it upside down. So I'm just slowly blending in with these two colors. And so see, you can lose, it's easy to lose a lot of the highlights, and so you have to kind of keep watching your highlights. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the paper I'm using is the Tone Tan, Strathmore Tone Tan Mixed Media, and it's cardstock. It's 184 or 300 GSM weight. It's 9 by 12, and there's 15 sheets in here, and it's cardstock weight. So I used to just use the paper. Have you used water-soluble oil pastels? Ian, I have Neocolor too, but not on portraits. I use them in other projects. Okay, so I got a little something right there. I use them on portraits. I mean, I don't use them on portraits. I use them on other things, but I use Neocolor. Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons. If you mean like called oil pastels, no, I don't like oil pastels. And I have the Neocolor 2 water-soluble pastels or crayons, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I don't. I haven't found a need to tell you the truth, because of the pastels and the pencils that I use. I need to get her little nostrils in there so I can make sure I get her nose shape correct. So I'm just taking my time, guys. I don't want to rush this. You know, a lot of times I'll kind of rush through things like a color book page or something. A little bit of her ears showing. And I just don't use oil. Let's see, I got to do something here. I've got to get the shape of her face over on this side. I don't use oil paints. It's not quite that far out, but I'll go back over it with the hair. Sorry, I kind of got in a zone for a second. A little bit of her hair over ear shows back there. The I don't like oil paints. I've done a few oil paintings, and there was a time my uncle wanted me, commissioned me one time to do a portrait of one of his hunting dogs, and he wanted it in oil. So I spent a year taking classes on how to do oils. I mean, you do a little bit here and there in high school and stuff, college, a little bit, but so I took a bunch of oil painting classes so I could do that justice. All right, let me get it up along the edge right here. And it turned out real nice. I don't have a picture of it on this phone because it was years ago. And yeah, it turned out. He liked it. But I didn't, I mean, it was okay and I enjoyed the classes. But I just didn't really love oils at all. So I ended up, I wasn't using them for a long time. So I gave them all to Cameron. Hi to anybody else I missed. So again, this is Kenny's granddaughter. So now that I've got her, I could probably do that with a little bit of, let's go ahead and go back in here. I've got her forehead in there. Now I can put a little bit of the kind of curls over her part there. She has a little bit of a part. So I want just to very faintly have a little bit of the shadow and a little bit of the little wisps of hair, the little wisps in there. And then I'll be highlighting I put the base of black on here. So I'll be highlighting that with blue. The highlights in her hair. Maybe a little bit of brown and blue. So let's just go ahead and get a little bit of that nice little softness on the edges here. Yeah, I know. It takes and it is time consuming. I mean, I love, it looks there's something about oils really that really nothing can look like oils. But I don't have the time, the patience. I just don't enjoy it as much as I like pencil and other things, right? So just kind of get that forehead looking right. So it's soft, a little bit of a shadow under her hair there, like that. And see that highlight? See how that makes a difference? Yeah, I know, Kim. The oils are just awesome, but yeah, it's just not for me. At least not. Can't never say never. Never say never. Okay, let me stop this. Just want to soften up those edges. Okay. Something like that. And I'll get down in here. And I'll just go ahead and put that in there. All right, so now let's go ahead with the black pencil and get a nice sharp jawline right there. All right, now let's see. Let's go with the dark brown, and I'm going to go ahead and put in her eyebrows. Oil was the first art class I ever took when I was 10. I probably, did some little stuff. I can kind of remember using them as a kid and in school and stuff, but yeah, you never could finish anything because it took. I mean, now I know there are different kinds, water soluble oils and quick drying mediums, and but then it'd be weeks, weeks before anything dried. And of course, in school, you don't have time. You didn't have a lot of time to do. I mean, I wasn't in art school. In art school, they might give you more time. So anyway, hi Eileen, how you doing? We're working on Kenny's granddaughter. And I'm just gonna kind of get the darkest part of the eyebrow with some of the little individual hairs. And I'll go back in with my, let's get a little dark brown over here. I can't use the mediums because of my bird. Oh yeah, I know. And some of that is, yeah, you got to watch the toxicity of the stuff. Yeah. Of course, I know some of it doesn't smell as badly as it used to, and they've made improvements on it. I like on Saturday mornings, they have Bob Ross on Saturday mornings, and they have Jerry Yarnell. Does anybody else have those two shows on PBS on Saturday mornings? I'll watch them both with my coffee on Saturday morning before I get up to run errands. So I'm just kind of going over the pencil. Now, when you go over the pencil with pan pastel, you're not blending the pencil. You're not blending the pencil. You're just kind of going over the pencil. So, okay. Little eyebrows in. If I was hired to paint in a chapel, then maybe I would use. Well, I don't even know that they used oils, and I mean, they did they. Well, I guess they mixed oils with like fresco like chalk stuff to make it stick to the walls. I don't know. It's been a long time. I used to, study like Michelangelo and the Sistine Chapel. I mean, it's been so many years, guys. I don't remember. It's not one of those things I keep in the forefront of my memory. But with the fresco stuff, there's chalk stuff. Ian might know. Ian probably knows right off. Okay, let's see. See some of this. I'm just trying to get a little bit of the color in here, but some of a lot of that detail I'm going to have to get in there with pencil, like the corner of her eye. So just go slow and build up the colors. I hope y'all can see okay. Oh, that's a little dark. Well, no, not actually. It's not. A little more shadow up in there. Just got to blend it out a little better. All right, let me get a little bit of pink in here. A little more. Okay, I'm going to clean my tool off. I got a little too much brown in there, so I'm going to clean that off. Get a little more pink. I'm just taking my time. But you can get so much more done with the pan pastels as a base than doing the whole thing in pencil. I hope we can see the colors and stuff. It's just lighten it just. Just softly blend. You can always keep adding more, and you can always erase too until you put the fixative in. And I use a final fixative because it doesn't smell as badly as workable fixative. All right, let's see. Okay, let's just keep going. Do you have any questions or anything? I keep looking up to see if there's anything in caps. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Be Bright. Thank you. I'm just taking my time. Taking my time. Sometimes that's hard to do when you're streaming. You want to, hurry up and get it done. All right, I'm going to stop and bend it so I can get her little nostrils in there. Let me get a dark brown. Just so don't lose the proportion of her nose. So I want to make sure. Same thing, I can do it in when I get close to her mouth here. Yeah, let me go ahead and do. I think that's sharp enough. No, it's not. We'll start getting some of her features blocked in, so we. And again, she looks like she's just getting in her big girl teeth, her adult teeth. You kind of want to be careful when you do teeth. It's better just to have hints of teeth. Don't try to outline your teeth. Even if they're outlined looking in the picture, you want to try to, don't try to outline them. Keep them a little on the subtle side. It's better to have them a little more subtle, especially in kids' teeth because they're not, fully developed or, grown out. It's just going to get her lip line in here. All right, I want to make sure I get her highlight in her lip here. And then the little divot, I don't want to lose that. And at tip of her nose. There. Can y'all see okay? Can y'all see what I'm doing all right? Right in here, it's nice and bright. How's she looking, Kenny? How's she looking? If you get the corners, I've said this all the time, if you can get the light around the eyebrows right, and I just looked up and saw it needs a little more brightness up in here. If you can get the light around the eyebrows, and maybe Kathy can address it and chat more if anybody wants to know more. Or just go watch Kathy's show on Thursday. Kathy Arbor, her drawing show on Thursday at 1 Eastern. There's something about getting the highlights right around the eyebrows and around the corners of the corners of the mouth. If you can get that, you're going to capture the person's lightness. If you can get that, see how just adding that little, I don't know if you could tell, but adding that extra highlight above the eyebrow made that eyebrow look like a little more wada. Thank you, Sharon. We're still working on them. Frescoes are okay. Ian said frescoes are done with things like milk paint, emulsion, and tempera, and later when oils had been invented with oil paints. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I knew that there was chalky stuff in there somewhere. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Okay, so Kathy said she'll be addressing shading this week. Okay, so let's see. There's a little bit more highlight right in here. And that eyelid. And a little bit more on top of here. So I go back and forth between the pencils and the pastels. Get those little details in there. Okay, now let me go back. I need a little bit more. Bring that shadow, that eyebrow down just a little. And you always want to look at, you think that, because they have almond shaped eyes or both brown, that it's going to be exactly the same. All the shading, everything's going to look exactly the same. It's not going to. So don't just try to do one eye and say, okay, well, I'll do the other eye just like it. Don't do that, because the two eyes do not look the same. They are not the same. So I'm just going to get some of the sharpness of the detail in here. A little bit. And I don't know if you can tell that I'm really doing anything. Do I need to zoom in anymore? Or are we good? I mean, the lighting and everything's working out really nice right now, so I'm kind of hesitant to mess with it. Okay. It's all good? Okay. All righty. I'm going to turn it upside down here in just a minute. as I get the corners of the eyes in here. A little bit of, there's going to be a little bit of blue under the eyes too. That kind of makes it stand, their eyes stand out. Do that in a minute. Okay, let's go back to a little bit of pastel here. All right. Building it up slowly. All right, I need a couple more. Let me replenish here. Put all my colors back on. Clean the tool off a little, pick up some more pink. See, I've got all those colors right there to mix from. Are you able to zoom in? You want me to zoom in? I was asking everybody. Yeah, it's up to you guys. I can zoom in. We might lose a little bit of the clarity. Hopefully not. How's that? Is that better? Does it look fuzzy though? Are we good? Is that better? For a kid, she's very adult proportion face. Looks good. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's get under her chin. Collarbone. And little neck shadows here. I know I'm not talking as much as I usually do, but let's get a little more pink here. Nice softening. Let's see. These are little curls right there. Those little black little squiggles right there. Okay, let me get this nice sharp shirt line here. I'm going to have to turn it for a second, guys, to get this line straight. Okay, then on the sweater, this is going to have like little like lines like that, like sweater. But there's a highlight right on the sweater, which will make this nice and bright. Oh, somebody said something. Pacola said, "Oh, use all caps." Yeah, use all caps, guys, if you're talking to me, because I'm barely seeing those. Okay, let's add a little bit more. Let's get some more colors here. The darker brown, the iron oxides, and the siennas right in here. Okay, let's get a little more. Kenny, what do you think? How we doing? Let me clean my tool off over here on the paper towel. A little bit more white and pink. Right under here. Kenny's still here? Okay. She's approving, so I just want to make sure her skin, she has, she has young skin. So you want it to be nice and smooth. It's going to be a little bit more shadow. And the hair, some hairs are coming down over on here, but I don't want to do that yet. So. Same thing here. All right. Let's get a little more pink. Let's just do a little blend. Nice and soft. All right, let me leave the neck for a minute. Let's go back up in the face. Ba, ba, ba. A little bit more. I'm really concentrating, guys. Can y'all tell? I'm usually very talkative, but I'm trying very hard to concentrate here. All right, sip of juice, take a breath. What is the thingy called this is a sponge. This is the sponges. These are made by the Pastel people. It's the sponge. It's the soft soft. It's the soft. It's their product. Okay, it's their product. Same for this. It's not like a makeup sponge. Don't let anybody tell you they're like makeup sponges, because they're not. I'm trying to get Bernadette to make a big one of these for a palette. Not huge, but maybe just like a little 6x6 squares or round, something just a little bigger, because I'm using backs and fronts, which is fine. Yeah. No, you're not yelling at me if you use all caps. All right, let's get a little shadow under the nostril. All right, I'm gonna have to get in here with some pencil now. Let's go back in with the black her eye. Wait, before I do that, I want to get in here just a little bit of blue. Just a little bit of blue. Get back in here. I'm going to have to get in here with the Posca to get those bright whites in the eye. Do that in a minute. All right, let me get a little bit of detail here. All right. When this dries, I can go over it and knock it back a little. But I got to get that shape of those irises just so. Just a slight brightness on the teeth. You can always knock this back. All right, now I can breathe for a second. Can breathe for just a second. Getting there. Dee Dee, you have her eyes perfect. Makes me want to cry. Oh, Kenny. I'm still working on them. Oh, my foot's asleep. I'm getting there. Oh, that's nice though, Kenny. Oh, I want the dark brown. I'm getting there. It takes, I can spend, a full day on a portrait. I mean, sometimes it's even more depending on how much interruptions I get. But I'm trying to get this one done in like 3 or 4 hours. So hopefully I'm not rushing too much. Yeah. Let's go rid of this one's lashes. Soft little blend. That's what I'm telling myself in my head. All right, we're getting there. Kind of holding my breath as we go. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa Welch, for the super chat. Thank you so much for the 14.99. I appreciate that. Thank you. You can see her spirit in her eyes. Oh, thanks. See, that's what my husband always says. He says you can capture their spirit in their eyes. He says even if you don't get everything perfect, which I still try to get everything right, but he says he always tells me I can capture the spirit of them in their eyes. And I hope so. Do I do it perfectly every time? No, but we do our best. We do our best. Thank you so much, Lisa. Very, very, very thoughtful. Thank you, Holly D. I'm working it, and again, guys, I'm trying. I'm really trying not to hurry. So, it may. I hope it's not too boring. But I really have to just kind of take my time. All right. Never born. Oh, yeah, maybe not to slam. Okay, I'll take y'all's word for it. It's kind of, I'm not really talking a lot because I'm really concentrating. That's one of the things about doing the portraits, is I'm really concentrating a lot. Let's turn this back around how I had it because I know exactly where the colors are. I'm using it this way, and if I turn it upside down this way, then my colors are backwards. All right, let's just get a little more color going on here. And you just kind of say a little prayer and just watch it real careful what you're doing. So I'm just slowly going down the face here. Okay, now I need to pick up a little bit more of the magenta with some of that brown, just a tiny bit, just to get a little bit of color in her lips here. Not lipstick. She's not wearing lipstick. Might be a little too dark. So yeah, I'm really concentrating. Gotta get that little smile just right. All right, let's see. Light, dark. All right, let me turn it upside down before I start working on the chin line. So what I do is I turn it upside down and I turn the picture upside down and I start looking at details to make sure that I got everything as close as I can. And I'll just get a pencil here to kind of look at it. And it's probably not going to be anything you'll be able to tell. You may not be able to tell anything, but I'll be able to tell. All right. Yeah. So just little tiny corrections that you won't be able to see when it's right side up. Let me sharpen my pencil here. So like her lip is a little more pointy. Okay, I gotta fix this tooth. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this with white. I'm gonna have to get another Posca. Oh, there it goes. Just a tiny. Really see every little thing that's not right. You'll see it when you turn it upside down. Ask Kathy, right, Kathy? You'll see every little thing you didn't get as good as you can do when you turn it upside down. It's just something about fooling your head, like your brain. All right, let's see. Whoops, come on. Oh, back down. All right, let's see. I have a little bit more. Let me look her eyes over here. I need a little bit darker. You can see color too. You'll see where you've made, where you need to fix color. So take your time and look over the whole thing. Eyebrows especially. Just kind of following all the way around her face. Okay, and she has this little button nose on the tip there. Let's go right. I can smooth any of this out with pastel, but I want to get the shapes all just right. And you just have to trust that the shapes you're doing, because you're doing it upside down, you just have to trust that your eye is going to do the right thing. All right, let's see her chin. I got that. I'm gonna have to do some more shading on that hairline there. A little bit over here where her ear is. Okay, let's go ahead and stand her back up for a minute. Oops, sitting on my foot. If Dee Dee isn't talking anymore and Kathy Arbor, I don't know if she does commissions. I only do them occasionally because I just don't have time. And the ones that I do, I have enough people that are not online, not online people. Well, I mean, some of them are online, but they're like in real life people that I do for. So I really quit doing. I really quit doing a lot of them because I just don't have the time. It's either that or cut back to one day a week of streaming. All right, so now let's go back to my little blendy blend here. And so any place that I've just put pencil now, and I'm going to kind of go in there and just soften it. Again, I'm not moving the pencil when I go over the pencil. I'm just softening it. Okay, let's go this way. Let me put some more color out. Get some of the dark off. Pick up that pink. Hi, Cat D. Anybody else I missed, guys? Thanks for being here. I'm working on this portrait of Kenny's granddaughter. This is the second one I've done of her. I did one in 2017. She's just so much grown up now, Kenny. Let me show you the. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? So here's the one I did of her 2 years ago. That was her granddaughter 2 years ago. And here we are. Here's the picture I'm working from. And this is how far we got. I know, right? So grown up. All right, now let's add a little bit more. Let me clean my tool off here. And I just clean it off on a paper towel. Get a little white on there, lighter pink. So just kind of concentrating. And I keep looking at chat every now and then. Just building it up slowly. Hi, CB. All right. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to stop on the face for a minute. And I'm going to do a little bit on her hair. Let's work on her hair a little bit. All right. So what I want to do is I want to take the dark brown and the Payne's gray. And we're going to add color and highlight. We're going to highlight her hair. And then all the little strands, it's just a few little strands. Like when I finish her face, I'll put the strands right over the face. And then down onto her clothes. Down here, you might see a couple of little lines right there. That's going to be her hair. And so, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to take some, where's the other sponge? Here, let's go on this one. Here we go. So I want to put some, a little bit of highlight right along some of this edge here. And again, I'm going to strand some nice little soft curls coming down across her face. Okay, so, and I'm not going to do every little curl. You know, you don't have to do every little curl. You can just kind of get essence of the curls. Can y'all see how that makes a difference just with that little bit of highlight? I have done braids where it's every little braid, but she's just got like just big curly hair. So, okay, so can y'all see that? See how that makes it look curly? Just with the Payne's gray. That's the highlights in her hair. Now let me go up here at the top where it's a little softer. It's not like real like big curls, it's just soft. So I'm just going to put soft. I'll just soften it in here. She has a little bit of a flip over this way. Kind of flip, her curls kind of flip over this way. Just take your time. I might need to add a little bit of pencil in that part. Can y'all see how that makes it look like it's lit up? Highlighted? I hope. And I also have a lighter blue here too for maybe just a little something something. Might have to get a little bit of black and a little bit of areas here. Thanks, guys. We're getting there. And then I'll go around the edges with real soft. The black is just like is an acrylic paint, just black acrylic paint as a base to work on top of. Then I'm going to put a little bit of brown in there too. She has kind of a little brown hint of light on the edges. And again, I'll get down in here with pencil, down in here on top of her clothes when I finish the clothes. Okay. You can always go in and add more. And I'll soften all the edges. Get in there with a little pencil and detail in there. Just got to build it up. Got to build it up. All right, now let's get in here with, I'm going to add a little bit of the dark brown over on this side. A little more of the blue right in there. Okay, so now let me look here. Now I'm also going to go in here with some little tiny little curls on the edges. But I just want a little bit of brown on the edges. Like where the back, she's backlit, the back of her, she's lit from the back, and you can see just a little bit of brown in her hair here. It's very subtle, very soft and subtle. And then I'll do tinier little curls with pencil where they're needed. A little touch of brown here and there. Right on the edges. Very soft. I hope y'all are entertaining yourselves because I'm not very entertaining today as far as chatting. So you just got to get the base in there before you get in there with too much tiny bits. All those little furly, little curly girl curls, girl curls are got to be done with pencil. But you just see a little touch of brown all through. A little darker right in here. And I'll do those little curls in a minute. I'm going to get her clothes done here so I can work on the hair and not worry about having to go around. So just kind of softening because that's going to be the base of where the curls are going to be. Alrighty. A little darker back right in here. Alright, now let's just go in with a little bit of black. And I'll do that over the face there. We'll get in trouble. We'll be erasing. We'll be erasing things. Take your time. Just a little essence of curls coming in here. Oh, thanks, Eva. Thank you so much. At some point, I'll go downstairs or out on the porch and spray it and then come back and work, a little more. All right. Let me go ahead and get her clothes done so I can get those curls down on her shirt. All right, cleaning off my little tool here. Just clean off on a paper towel. I'm not done on her face, but I'm just kind of taking a minute. All right. Okay, let me get a little cleaner. Clean, 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 clean. And it just has kind of like a sweater set thing on. I'm not really trying to get I might do this with pencil. I don't want to care about getting every little cable stitch, right? Right now I'm just kind of getting a little bit of a base on there, just to kind of essence of sweater. And get a little bit more pencil, because not much of it's really showing. I just want you to kind of tell that she has pink on, a pink sweater on, just a little bit like that. So it doesn't take just the hint of it, right? All right, now let's go in here with a little bit of white. Let's clean that off. Just a little. Might have to do this with pencil. I don't think that's going to be white enough. Well, I do need to get a little bit of the darker magenta, just as a little bit of a shadow here. So I probably need to go spray it, just so I'm not messing it up. Just a little hint of a texture. Okay. Back with my white. Because I've, you know, kind of blue pastel over. So make sure you keep some of those nice brights. All right, right along. Let's go back in here with the black and the shirt. And just a little bit. Don't want to skimp on the, details. You don't want to skimp. No, thanks, guys. We're getting there. Now let me go ahead and do some of the hairs. Okay, so you can't do this part until you've got the clothing done underneath. And I'll go around the edges too. And I'm not really worried about, duplicating every little curl. I've got the idea, try to keep it about the right length of hair. And just, All right, now let's go in with the dark brown. I want to be careful not to touch anything on our face. I'm not done with it, but I don't want to, mess up anything here. All right, so now I'm going to go around. You probably won't be able to see this very well. Maybe I should zoom in a little more. We could probably do a little more. I don't want to have to keep shifting. I don't want to have to shift my piece too much to keep it in camera, but I think that might be good. All right, so now I want to go around and get the little curls. Some are darker than others, just kind of make sure it blends in with what we've already got on here. See, just tiny little loose little curls. See how it just makes a little bit more. Make it soft. I'm going with a few black ones. These will be the lightest ones. Think you should. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nicola. Or Nichols. Nichols. Thank you, Nichols. Sorry, when I look away, from chat for a few minutes, my eyes are focused on something big. Then I have to go over here and kind of get my focus back on the small chat. It's going to go all the way around, softening it up all the way around. Little soft curls. Okay, and go back in with black and just add a few. Let me sharpen. Oh, it's darker brown. No, it's black. And just get a few. This will just help kind of blend the little light curls in. Yeah, it does. It just the details matter, but you gotta get all the base in there before you can do the details. You gotta have all the base done. Hope I'm staying in camera here, guys. So I am zoomed in more. So I can add a few extra little dark little swiggles in here. And some little light little hairs in her forehead, where her part is. Oh, my foot. So can you see how this is more blended in than this side? See how I'm adding that little extra layer of black to kind of pull them together. But I need that light brown edge, that real soft, like lit from the back. Got some little soft little edges here. Hi, Patricia. Anybody else popping in? I just got to keep going. We can add a few little wavy things over some of the other colors just to indicate a little more curl in there. Okay, got a little bit of a, need to make sure I clean, and that's another thing. Before you spray it, make sure that everything that you don't want on there is erased off. Because once you spray, I spray it with a final fixative. So once you spray it with that final fixative, it's there, you know. I mean, you can cover some things up, but and hopefully I'm staying in camera because I zoomed in so much now. I might not be. So like these little, this, you can't, well, I guess somebody probably could do that with a pan pastel tip, but I can't. I have to have pencil. All right, so there. Now I need just a nice little soft, need a little soft shadows in here. Not too much, just a little. Okay, back to my pan pastels. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go spray it. Am I still in camera? All right, let's get back down here a minute. What was that? Did I put some magenta on here? I'm going to go back to a little bit of the magenta in there. I'll have to do the rest of her lips with the pencil. because it's pretty tiny in there. Pretty tiny in the little lips. So I'll get that with pencil. Darker. How's chat going? Thanks, guys. I know, I know, I know I'm really concentrated, so I'm not talking as much and or reading chat because once I get to a little area and I'm really focused on that area, I don't want to look away. I don't want to look away. All right, let me just kind of look over the whole thing. All right. I have to probably get in here with some pencil. Let me touch a couple areas. Nice bright highlights. Again, I'll probably have to get in here with some pencil. Okay, I think I'm going to go spray it. Let me make sure. I'm going to back out just a little for a minute. Let me just take a nice, get my kneaded eraser nice and clean here. And just kind of make sure there's as much little powder dust. Kenny, make sure you send me your address again, will you, please? So I can get this out this week. Because I know you have a couple different addresses. So just let me know again. If you're still here, that is. Okay, just kind of going around making sure everything's nice and clean. So I'm gonna go sprayer, and then then I'll come back and add a little bit some darker in the mouth, touch up around the nostrils, do a little bit of extra. But here's her picture here. There's her picture. And this is how we've gone so far. So, all right, I'm going to take a minute, guys, go stretch my legs and spray this out on the front porch. And then I'll be right back. Let me put Bob and Andy here. Our buds, Bob and Andy. And I'll be right back, guys, okay? Give me just a minute. Cats are not happy that I'm not letting them in, but can't let them in when I have pan pastels out. All right, let's see here. Sip of juice and see what's going on in chat. Only took us a couple hours. Didn't take too long. So got a little bit more shading to do in a couple of areas. Thanks, Bacola. All right, so let's do a little bit more detail. Let me get my dark brown here. Let me sharpen. And my magenta. And my pink or light magenta. So I'm going to go with these colors so I can get a little bit more around lips and nose. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom back in a little. Hi, Plain and Making Art. Anybody else I missed? I am working on this portrait of Kenny's granddaughter. It's, we pretty much did most of the pan pastel work. I'm going to need a little bit of probably this terracotta color. And my white. Where's my white? Let's get a little bit more detail in here. Okay, this. Okay. Because, you know, we've had pan pastels flitting over everything, so it kind of needs to be fixed. Okay, thank you, Plain and Making Art. All right, so now I want to get in here with a little bit, and I'll go back over it with some of the brown, but I want to get some of this color in her lips. Can always, you know, knock back it, but there, it's pretty. She has some pretty pinks in her lips, so I want to make sure that I capture that. Very light, very, take my time. A little highlight right there. Just kind of soften that. That lip's in the light. So you just kind of, your eye fills it in. What do you think, Kenny? A little bit of a pick out any last little highlights that I want. I'm going to sharpen. You always want to, if you're using white and you pick up any other color, you want to make sure and like kind of clean off the tip. Otherwise, you'll be transferring color that you laid down, although I did spray it, so I probably won't be transferring much, but it's just a habit. I always clean off the tip of my white just to make sure I'm not picking up any other color. All right. I'll probably look at it. I mean, I'll go ahead and, leave it and post it, but I'm going to probably look at it for, a day, see if there's anything else that I think needs to be adjusted. But it probably wouldn't be anything noticeable to anybody but me and Kenny. Because we're the only ones that are staring at this little girl as hard as we are, right, Kenny? A little. I don't think anybody's staring at her as hard as we are. I mean, it's just these little tiny shaded things that y'all probably wouldn't even notice, by looking at the picture. But I notice I just need little highlights here and there, just the tiniest little things that, nobody probably noticed, like I said, except me and Kenny. But I think we're going to go ahead and I might just call this, um, as far as here on the channel being done. Maybe just the tiniest bit of extra little highlights here and there in the hair, just the slightest bit. Just a few little extra curls. Very, very subtle. You probably can't even see it on the camera. But Just a couple little extra highlights, a little bit of extra glow in the hair. And thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. Kind of done. It's not even 11 yet. Didn't take us, I expected it to take us at least 3 hours, and it only took us about 2. But now I can spend a couple minutes with y'all on chat because I didn't do much talking. I know. Let me get a pen to sign. I try to keep my signature fairly small on portraits. So I will post a picture on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, linking Kenny. Kenny, no, you did not. Kenny, you did not have to super chat me for this. OM goodness. Girl, you did not have to super chat me. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Kenny, you did not have to do that. You did not have to do that. But thank you. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I will send it in a priority envelope. Just make sure I have your, your address, your current ad, where you are at the moment, so we get it to the right place. Just want a little more drama on those curls on the sweater, just so it kind of shows up just a little more. And let me just kind of make sure this light is right. Right here. Like I said, I'm kind of fussing with it now, that things that nobody would notice but me and maybe Kenny. But I'm going to soften that edge of her face just a little. Thank you. Thanks, guys. The Lancaster. Okay, let me write that down, Kenny. Let me write that down. I'll make sure. Oh, and you know what we got to do? We got to do our giveaway, guys. Let's do our giveaway. Lancaster. Okay, I got it. Thanks, Kenny. I wrote it down. Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway. So there's our Kenny's granddaughter. Let's get the light there. And I'm glad you like it, Kenny. So let me show y'all the picture so y'all can kind of see. So there's our picture. It's a little, there we go. Trying to get the, glow off of the reflection off there. So, yeah. Well, let's do our giveaway, guys. So what we're going to do, this is how it works. Don't anybody put anything in until I say, when I type in go. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. Put in a number between 1 and 100. One number only. We can see if you remove numbers. One number only. The first person closest to the number, I'm going to bring up random.org. We'll generate a number from random.org. And the first person closest, I'll give you you can pick from the, I think we have 3 or 4 different color books left from Faithful Mess. I did give one away Monday morning before, when I came on early and everybody was here at 7:30 accidentally. I did give one away. So let me bring up random.org. Okay, so I got random.org. Here's the little generate between 1 and 100. After everybody puts in their number, I'll generate a number. The first person closest without going over. Okay? I'll give y'all a minute. All right. All right. I typed in go. Between 1 and 100. Go. Between 1 and 100. And I'll give y'all a minute. But this was fun to do, Kenny. I really enjoyed doing your little granddaughter. I really enjoyed it. So, all right, everybody get in your numbers, and I will start counting down. And 10, 9, 8, I'll start counting down. And then after I'm done, when I say 0, no more numbers count. So get them in now. Make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. Make sure you have live chat clicked instead of top chat so you see everything. Okay, get them in because I'm going to start counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop. Okay, so that's it. So, and I always wait for 2 or 3 of my mods to tell me who wins. Okay, so between 1 and 100, I'm going to generate a number. 3. If everybody went over 3, then we'll put in a new number. But it's the closest to 3 without going over. Did anybody get 3, 2, 1? I don't know if we've ever had that happen. Okay, so I will let the mods. Okay, so Raquel. All right, Raquel had 3. Raquel Garcia. Okay, Raquel had 3. Let me get a Sharpie here. It was 3. Okay, so Raquel, I'm going to show you some color books and you get to pick. Okay, and then make sure you email me. Make sure you email me today. Email me today. Here's my email. And the mods will put it in a couple times. Okay, email me your address. But here, you get to pick. We have 3 different kinds. I have 4 books left, but 2 are the same. So I'm going to take the night one out because we got 2 of those. Okay. So here's what you get to pick from. You ready? The Night Voyage, Daria Song, The Night Voyage. I'll just do a little bit of a flip just so if you haven't seen these books. Okay, so this is The Night Voyage, Daria Song. Okay, this one. Oh, you want the island one? Oh, you already knew. Okay, so you must be a color book girl. Okay, Island Escape. That's what you want, Raquel? Okay, Island Escape it is. This one's kind of on watercolor type paper and it has a lot of flip outs. Has a lot of fold outs, and it's kind of on a cream color watercolor paper. Okay, email me your address. I do not share your email with your address with anybody. I don't put you on a mailing list. Nobody gets your address but me, just FYI. So Raquel and then Darla won this on Monday morning. So these 2, Darla's going to read. She said she sent me her address, but I didn't get it. So yeah, those 2 are going out. All right. Yep, I got the island one. Yeah, congratulations. Well, I hope everybody had a good time just watching some pan pastel and color pencil. I don't really have anything else to do. This was what I planned. I thought, I know sometimes it's tricky, Kim. We know. Send it today. Okay, thanks, Darla. And and I'll send this out to Kenny too. I'll get all this out there. Today's Wednesday, probably tomorrow. I'll get all the happy mails sent out tomorrow. Okay, because I got some other, some of my prints. Some of y'all wanted prints. Not the singer Prince, but Prints. So I'll send that out this week too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. And I will post a picture of this. And Oh, you shouldn't have done that, Kim. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you do, Kenny, and I hope she does too. I hope she does too. Okay, guys, I might do an impromptu over the weekend. I'm not going up to Denise's this weekend, so we'll see. Or I just might, I always say maybe I'll do a recording, but I just, it's not the same without you guys here. It's just so much fun when you are here. And just to do a recording by myself, it's just, it's just not as fun. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great hump day. And we'll see you on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Bye, guys.